Good morning, everyone. Welcome you all to Msafe Equipment's H2 Earnings Concall. On behalf of Moonwalk Capital, I would like to thank management for giving us the opportunity for hosting the concall. Investors and participants, please note this call will be recorded and post the opening remarks of the management. They can raise the hand and ask the questions. Also, as a part of compliance, please note this call is now being recorded and it will also may have contain certain forward-looking statements and should view in conjunction with the risk and the uncertainties of the company's matters. I would now like to hand over the call to Mr. Ajayji Kanoy for his opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining Msafe Equipments Limited's maiden earning conference call. I am Ajay Kanoy, the whole-time director of Msafe Equipments Limited. We are pleased to interact with all our shareholders and investors for the first time following our successful IPO and listing. On behalf of the entire MCF team, I would like to thank all stakeholders for the trust and confidence placed on us. FY26 has been a landmark year for the company. We delivered strong operational and financial performance whilst simultaneously laying the foundation for our next phase of growth. MCF today operates as an integrated scaffolding and access solution platform with a differentiated manufacturing plus rental model. We continue to believe that the rental business remains the most strategic part of our business due to its recurring cash flow nature, strong asset utilization, high return ratios, and infrastructure-like economics. One of our biggest milestones during the year was successful completion of our IPO to expand our capacities in both manufacturing and rental business. I am also pleased to share that our MS scaffolding capacity has already reached approximately 6,285 tons through temporary facilities developed on rental premises. This scale up has been achieved significantly ahead of the planned timeline indicated at the time of IPO, reflecting both strong executional capabilities and healthy demand momentum. Post commissioning of the owned facility, which is expected to commence by May 27, we will strategically evaluate whether to continue with the temporary capacities depending on demand, visibility, utilization levels, and operational efficiency at that time. As a part of rental business expansion strategy, we have already utilized approximately 25% of the IPO proceeds allocated towards building rental assets by FY26, while the remaining amount is expected to be utilized by second half of FY27. With that, I hand over our call to Chairman Mr. Pradeep Agarwal to discuss strategic growth plans of our company.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Pradeep Agarwal, Chairman and Managing Director of the company. There is an important strategic development during the year. Was our entry to the aluminum formworks segment, which makes us a significant milestone in our evaluation from a safety equipment provider to becoming an integrated structural equipment solution company. We have launched our flagship product in the segment and onboard the experienced leadership, including a dedicated business head for the formworks. We continue to maintain our belief that our business model is very highly scalable, which clearly reflects in our financials as well as was shown in our IPO also. To put our scale into perspective, we currently operate across approximately 1,000 to 1,000 construction sites and infrastructure sites, which provides us with a significant advantage in cross-selling additional product and services to an already established customer base. Our entry into the formwork segment is one of strategic steps towards increasing customer wallet share and expanding our integrated structural solutions and offerings. Going forward, we are also plan to further strengthen our pan-India distribution and presence and service network by increasing the warehouse density across India. Uh, Currently, we are located in around 500 kilometers and radius, and want to move to the 250 kilometers radius. So we want to cover the 250 kilometer of the span. The India's scaffolding market continue to benefit from strong infrastructure spending, increasing safety, compliance, and structural shift from unorganized to organized player. We believe Msafe can capitalize on these trends. Looking ahead, with the commissioning of new capacity, expansion into the formwork, increasing rental penetration, and new product introduction, we expect a momentum on the growth, CAGR 50% approximately. And now I want to hand over these things to uh, this presentation to my CFO for further discussion. Somit.
Yeah, good morning, all of you. Myself, Somit Bisla, CFO of Msafe Solutions. Our revenue from operation grew by approximately 45% year-on-year growth to rupees 103.5 crores, while EBITDA increased by nearly 57% to 49.9 crores. PAT grew by over 72% to 22.02 crores. Importantly, EBITDA margin expanded to 39.49%, reflecting the strength of our rental lead business model and operation leverage. For financial year 26, revenue from operations stood at 103.5 crores, this registering a growth of approximately 45% year-on-year growth. EBITDA grew by nearly 57% to 49.9 crores, while profit after tax increased by over 72% to 22.02 crores. EBITDA margin improved to 39.49% compared to 36.55 in financial year 25, while PAT margin expanded to 21.66%. The important in the profitability was driven by high contribution from the rental business, better operating leverage, improved assets utilization, and disciplined cost management. Post IPO, the company balance sheet has strength and meaningful, enabling us to accelerate our expansion plan. We have already deployed approximate 11% of the IPO proceed and earmarked for the expansion of manufacturing and rental business, while the remaining amount is expected to be utilization in financial year 27. In terms of expansion plan, we are in advanced stage of land acquisition, while advanced technology machines order have already been placed.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I would like now request investors can raise their hands and ask the questions. Before we move ahead, I would now request management to throw a light on the rental business model. So I'm just taking on the rental business slide. Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Our rental business model is means with a high margin of return. In MS scaffolding, the yield varies from 32% to 38% per annum, and in aluminum rental, the yield is 60 to 66% per annum. And we are operating, all this business we are operating from company owned warehouses all over India, 18 warehouses at present we are having. So the whole supply chain is in the hands of the company, from manufacturing till the renting. Everything is in the hands of the company. We have sufficient storage space. We have 20-year experience of handling the operations and sales in this product segment. And we are one of the organized players in this industry. Means compared to the other peers, there mostly they operate locally. We are one of the organized players who are offering a pan-India solution to our esteemed clientele. We are currently operating with nearly 2,500 customers at 1,500 different sites all over India, starting from our warehouse at Coimbatore to Guwahati. You can understand the reach and penetration we are having.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. So first question is from the line of uh, Nishita Shanklesha from Sapphire Capital. I would now request to unmute and ask the question.
Yes, hello, good morning. So, I had a few questions on the capacity expansion that we are doing. So, in the presentation, we mentioned that the MS scaffolding capacity we've already expanded, and the total capacity is now 62.85 lakh units. So, I just wanted to understand what is the utilization rate, like the current utilization from that capacity.
Ma'am, the current capacity we have already increased. We have double as we committed. But we have committed this capacity for 1 year in a span of 1 year. But we did it in 2 months because of the highly market demand. And currently, my factory is working throughout maybe sometime for 24 hours. And we are fully jam-packed with this. And might able to increase the capacity later on once I have the bigger factory with me.
So, like, is it safe
Your
to
answer is
assume?
straightforward. Currently, we are fully occupied.
Okay, so like we are at peak utilization.
Yes,
That's safe to assume. Okay, and at peak utilization, just from this capacity, what is the revenue that we are earning?
Uh, Revenue is split between two. Our main model is rental. So we are more focused on the rental. And it's currently we are doing a capacity of
crore rupees per month rental.
I'm
About a
sorry,
crore
it,
rupees per
rental per month from the
steel scaffolding.
steel scaffold.
sorry, you were not audible. How much revenue are we doing?
Approximately a crore rupees of rental from the steel scaffolding, and about same figure, around 1 crore per month we sell. Around 70% of the material is deployed on rental, and about 25-30% we sell. This is the current ratio in steel scaffolding.
Okay, so it's 1 crore per month of revenue at peak utilization.
Approximately. Yeah.
Approximately, it's continuously increasing. So we are not in a position to give you any firm figure right away.
Okay, understood. And the aluminum scaffolding capacity expansion that we are planning, the 10 lakh capacity that we are going to add, when is that going to commence? Like, what is the update on that?
Ma'am, we have added a few machines in the ladder segment, but the full capacity addition will happen only once we have the new factory with us.
Okay, and when is that going to be?
It's going to take at least December 26.
Okay, so in December 2026, we can commence with the added aluminum scaffolding capacity as well.
Partially will start by December 2026, and by May 27 it should be
completely over.
Okay. Okay, so May 20, so we can expect like the commencement to be in the start Q1 FY28.
By December, partial expansion will start, and whichever division of our company is performing with more demand, we will start expand the capacity first of that division.
Okay, and what is the like peak revenue from that capacity?
Well, product wise, it is splitted, ma'am. So if you ask product wise, it would be a better this thing. In aluminum, currently we are selling about 3 crore rupees of material per month, and our rental revenue from aluminum is about 3.5 crore rupees per month. And
Okay.
going forward, sales of aluminum scaffolding, we propose to take it to 4 crore and rental to about 4.5 crore.
After the new capacity is added.
After the new
After
capacity.
the new capacity, yes.
Okay, okay, understood. And I would also like to ask you on the margins. So we've done very good margins of 40%, approximately 40% in EBITDA and 22% in PAT. Are these margins sustainable going forward?
Yeah, if the product mix is going to change in the current financial year, ma'am. We are adding a new product which is aluminum formwork. In aluminum formwork, it will be major portion would be steel. In that, the margins may not be as good as the rental business. And again, in steel scaffolding, our business is going to grow substantially in the current financial year. The same 40% may not be a little here and there, but overall will be growing.
We will try to maintain the same. We will try.
Okay, okay,
Because
okay.
even in the formwork, our model is little bit different from the market. That we are also in rent.
We are trying exploring the possibility of
renting that product also, so that our yield will be the highest in that market.
Right. So like the current revenue bifurcation is 43% of rental service and the sale is 47%. So in FY27, how do we see this mix?
Maybe little here and there, 3-4%. There may be contribution of sale may increase. Maybe say, it may go to 60-40 or 38-72, something like that.
Okay. And if you could give a margin split between rental and sale, that would be really helpful.
Again, that also depends product to product, madam. In steel scaffolding, the selling margins are very thin. It's a commodity.
Okay.
But in aluminum, the selling margins are also good. In aluminum, gross margins are roughly 30%. In steel scaffolding sale, the gross margins are about 5-6%. In formwork, we are expecting a gross margin of 10-15%.
Okay. Okay. So aluminum selling margin is 30%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Moreover, we are price positive. You can say that after war, we are price positive on the
current assets which we have.
Oh, even in iron also, but little bit aluminum is really a commodity where
We are carrying huge
Huge
inventory, both in
huge
return
inventory.
and in process and ready finished stock, which has over a period of time with the 40-50% aluminum price increase, means which is not coming on the books fully. You can see that that benefit is very huge amount.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. Yes, that is it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is from the line of Vishwinder Singh from Prudent Equity. I request him to unmute and ask the question.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
सर आई वांटेड टू आस्क ये जो फॉर्मवर्क वाला सेगमेंट है ये कैपेक्स कब तक कमीशन हो जाएगा एंड इसका क्या रेवेन्यू कंट्रीब्यूशन आएगा दिस ईयर एंड नेक्स्ट
We have
ईयर
already placed the order for machinery. We hope that by June end, our production should start. In the first year, means we have kept a very small target of 30-40 crores. From next year onwards, we'll be increasing this segment multifold. Means our the biggest player in this segment is K-Nest. They are doing a turnover of more than 2,000 crore. There are many players who are doing the 500 to 1,000 crore band. So means that's one of the reasons the market potential supply and demand gap is substantially
Very
there.
huge.
In the next couple of years, we want to see ourselves as the top three, one of the top three players in the segment.
Okay. And another question is on the growth side. You mentioned that you are looking at least 50% growth. So can you please bifurcate कि किस segment से कितनी growth आप expect कर रहे हैं? Because a lot of your capacity is going to contribute in the next financial year.
In the core business which we are doing, we are expecting about 20% growth. In steel scaffolding, the growth will be multifold. Maybe this year we did only steel scaffolding sale and rental put together. We did only 5 crores. That will increase multifold, maybe by 5 times, 7 times, 10 times. The times will tell. And aluminum formwork will be a new division. So we have kept a modest target for that.
Okay. And just last question, aluminum prices have skyrocketed in the last 1 year or so. So
Yeah.
how
As
are
such,
you like dealing with the raw material price escalation and like what sort of
in sale, we don't have any impact at all because we don't carry any huge order book. It's maximum 7 days order. Also, means we may not be having it in hand. So we are able to pass on whatever increase or decrease to the customer. Means it's totally flexible. But in the rental yield, yes, increasing the rentals are quite difficult. But our margins already in the rental segment is quite substantial. A bit of it we are forced to absorb.
So our still focus on the rental part, and it's a rental company, and we are creating some more efficiencies in our lines so that we'll try to maintain the good performance in that segment.
I would like to explain you one thing unique about our product rental. You can say we are our asset gets in books we write off the asset by 15% depreciation. Over a period of 5-6 years, the value in the books remains very negligible. Whereas physical stock, if you see the with the in long run, the metal prices keeps going up, and ultimately our production cost we are able to sell it in scrap at over a period of time. So as such, that's one very big advantage of our product rental compared to any other depreciating asset.
Okay, sir. Just a confirmation, you mentioned that you are looking at somewhere around 30 to 40 crore of revenue from the 6 crore capex of formwork. Is that correct?
Capex.
No,
Capex of homework. 30 to 40 crores. Yeah, but in the first year we target that is for that business. 6 crore is not exactly the capex. On machinery part, it's going to be a little bit less, but on inventory part, yeah, definitely it will be up.
Inventory it may slowly, maybe slightly up.
Maybe up, maybe up. Because we have to maintain the aluminum inventory, and aluminum is, I think, it's at good height.
Okay, got it. That will be all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. Next question is from the line of Pareen Gala from the Sage One Investments. I request him to unmute and ask the question.
Yeah, hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, I just had one basic question. What is the rationale of making such high yields on rentals for scaffolding? I mean, any customer, wouldn't he buy it or something? I mean, 32% and 66% respectively is very high yields. What explains this rationale in the market, sir?
Sir, despite all the such huge market for rental, that's the equivalent 2 times market for sale also. It's a commodity. That's why the margins in sale are very thin. But the rental, why would I rent out a product if I don't get this type of yield? There is a demand for this product, and most of them are all regional players. We came out as a pan-India solution. And
No, sir, I get that point. I'm just saying, sir, 66% per annum of yield is pretty high. I mean,
that is aluminum. Again, as I told you, because this is possible because of the whole supply chain is in our hand, starting from manufacturing till the end rental. Everything is in uh, uh, our control, and everything is performed by us. We are not working through any dealer channel or anything.
okay. And sir, generally, what are the tenors of these rentals that you give to a particular customer? What is the range type? I mean, how does that work?
Aluminum, the average rental duration is about 4 to 5 months, and in steel, we expect a rental duration about a year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So next question is from the line of Mr. Keshav Garg from Counter Cyclical.
Sir, firstly, sir, is our capacity fungible between steel scaffolding and aluminum scaffolding?
Sorry, can you?
Fungible? No. These are two different products and two different manufacturing process. So very few, maybe not even 5% are overlapping. Totally different processes and different units.
अंडरस्टूड सर और सर ये समझना चाह रहा था कि हम लोग जो बिल्डर है उसको डायरेक्टली वी सेल और रेंट टू हिम और इज देयर एनी इंटरमीडिएटरी डीलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बोथ इन रेंटल एज वेल एज इन डायरेक्ट सेल्स
And every product, the customer segment is different. In aluminum scaffolding, our biggest customer segment is interior contractors, MEP industry. In steel scaffolding, the customer segment is civil contractor, facade contractor, painting contractor, um, uh, and in aluminum formwork, it would be the developer and the civil contractor.
सर तो बेसिकली जो डायरेक्ट एंड यूजर है
हाँ जी।
हम लोग उसी
उसी
रेंट
को
या
देते हैं, उसी को टारगेट करते हैं सर।
इंटरमीडिएटरी आज तक अभी तक के किसी भी प्रोडक्ट में नहीं है।
नहीं है।
वी हैव स्टार्टेड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रियल लैडर्स एंड फॉर दैट डिवीजन वी आर प्रपोजिंग टू go through the channel partner model.
Currently we don't
Sir,
have
तो-
any channel partner.
सर तो यदि जो हमारा एंड कस्टमर है मान लीजिए सिविल कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जो है वो तो सर रीअकरिंग उसको यूजेज है ये प्रोडक्ट का तो वो हमसे रेंट क्यों करेगा वो भी 66
वो परचेज भी करेगा अगर वो मतलब एक तो अनलिमिटेड अमाउंट कोई भी कैपेक्स में इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर पाता है वो सबके अपने रीजंस है टू रेंट इवन कंपनीज लाइक L&T इफ दे नीड 1000 टन्स प्रोबेबली दे वुड बाय 700 एंड रेंट 300 वो तो 300 का भी मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है
सर बाय
Sir, by taking the on rent, they can do multiple projects. By buying the product, they are not in a position to do multiple projects at multiple locations. One might be the person who needs in Delhi, North India, and as well as in Bangalore. So it's for him. It's not a scaffolding is a main business. His business is a little bit different, maybe electrical, maybe plumbing, maybe sale contractor. But they can't carry inventory from one place to another place. But for us, we have different yards. We can supply the material, and they can do multiple projects with the similar kind of lower expenses. And they are not in a position to buy it sometime because of the capex. Lot of capex is involved.
This is not a core investment for them. Scaffolding is less than 0.5% of their total project cost.
Yeah, it's not a core business also.
Sir, I understand. My only concern is that in a free market there is no entry barrier. कोई भी ये आके बना सकता है तो सर इस टाइप का rental yield sustainable है 66% sir because with competition other people will also start renting and will come down.
6 साल से हम लोग कर ही रहे हैं सर आज भी कर रहे हैं मतलब वो कल नहीं होगा means there is no reason that when we are able to do it from the last 6 years why we won't be able to do it
sir,
for the next
ये worldwide phenomena है सर worldwide phenomena है रेंटल पे माल जाता है
मतलब इसके डायनेमिक्स ये है सर कि इकोनॉमिक लाइफ ऑफ दिस एल्युमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग इज अबाउट 5 इयर्स पिचक जाता है तो जिस प्रोडक्ट की इकोनॉमिक लाइफ कम होगी उसकी रेंटल ज्यादा होगी जैसे लोहे की स्कैफोल्डिंग की दोनों ही स्कैफोल्डिंग है लोहे में the rental yield is nearly half of aluminum. The reason is economic life. Steel, the economic life is 10 to 15 years.
सर आई अंडरस्टूड। और सर कोई एंट्री बैरियर है क्या इसमें? सर आई अंडरस्टैंड टेक्नोक्राफ्ट इंडस्ट्री इज अ जायंट, और सर उनका तो एबिटा स्कैफोल्डिंग डिवीजन में हमारी पूरी सेल से ज्यादा है। तो सर क्या मतलब, ऑल्दो दे आर मेनली इन एक्सपोर्ट्स, बट आई अंडरस्टैंड वो डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में वो भी रेंटल में आ रहे हैं। वो भी आई थिंक औरंगाबाद में उन्होंने फॉर्मवर्क का प्लांट लगाया बहुत बड़ा। तो सर क्या डू यू थिंक अभी तो सर मार्केट from bamboo scaffolding it is shifting just it's a kind of a new segment, ये जो metal scaffolding है। तो सर बट आपको लगता नहीं एज द कंपटीशन इंटेंसिफाइज द इट विल कंप्रेस द मार्जिन्स ऑफ द होल इंडस्ट्री? मतलब कोई एंट्री बैरियर है क्या सर इसमें?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, एंट्री बैरियर नहीं है सर, बट आई थिंक ऑलरेडी द मार्जिन्स आर, मतलब वी कंसिडर द 36%, 32 to 38% मार्जिन ऑन द वेरी लोअर साइड। इससे नीचे फिजिबल नहीं है। वी हैव ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट ऑन दिस, दिस इज नॉट कमिंग डायरेक्टली एज अ फुल प्रॉफिट। इंटरेस्ट है, डिप्रिसिएशन है, ऑपरेशन कॉस्ट है।
सर तो जैसे
तो
आपने
अभी यही
बताया
है कि प्रॉब्लम, अरे मतलब लोहे की स्कैफोल्डिंग, अब बॉम्बे के अंदर कम से कम आपको 200 रेंटल कंपनीज मिल जाएगी, पूना में 200 कंपनीज मिल जाएगी, दिल्ली में 200 मिल जाएगी, बट ऑल इंडिया सर्विस देने वाले आपको पूरे मेरे ख्याल से 50 प्लेयर नहीं होंगे जो ऑल इंडिया सर्विस देते हैं। वी हैव कम ऑफ द एज ए ऑल इंडिया प्लेयर, जो हमारे को एल्यूमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग में एज मिला because of being a all India player. The same thing we are trying to replicate in steel scaffolding.
सर तो क्या लाइफ है? जैसे आपने बोला 5 साल है एल्युमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग की, स्टील
एक
स्कैफोल्डिंग की
इकोनॉमिकल
क्या
लाइफ,
लाइफ?
मतलब क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे यूज करते हैं, थोड़ा रफ एंड टफ यूज करते हैं, तो हम लोग समझते हैं कि 5-1 साल में उसको अनयूजेबल कर देंगे, डैमेज कर देंगे। तो उस हिसाब से इफ वी डोंट चार्ज सो मच ऑफ रेंटल, इट्स नॉट वाइबल।
सर स्टील स्कैफोल्डिंग की क्या लाइफ है?
तो स्किल स्कैफोल्डिंग की एवरेज इकोनॉमिक लाइफ 15 साल पकड़ सकते हो सर।
अंडरस्टूड सर। और हम उसको डेप्रिशिएट 5 साल में कर रहे हैं या 15 साल में
5
कर
साल,
रहे हैं?
5 साल इन
ओके।
बुक्स 5 साल में डिप्रिशिएट हो जाते थे, बट फिजिकली मेरा पास असेट पड़ा है, और किसी भी दिन एनी डे मैं स्क्रैप में बेची हूँ तो बैर मिनिमम 50% तो किसी भी दिन मैं पैसा खड़ा कर सकता हूँ।
सर अभी नाउ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, अभी सर एक तो हमारा एमएस स्कैफोल्डिंग बढ़ रहा है और हमारा फॉर्मवर्क आ रहा है, जो कि दोनों ही लोअर मार्जिन बिजनेस है एल्युमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग से। तो
राइट,
सर जस्ट बाय वर्च्यू ऑफ चेंज इन मिक्स मार्जिन्स डोंट यू थिंक विल डिक्लाइन ईयर ऑन ईयर?
मतलब उसको हम लोग टॉप लाइन से कवर करेंगे सर। टॉप लाइन मतलब
As a percentage, if you see, then definitely yes. But as a number, you
ओवरऑल नंबर्स में देखेंगे
number
तो
में
इम्पैक्ट नहीं आएगा, हम लोग सेम परसेंटेज ऑफ ग्रोथ मेंटेन करेंगे,
हाँ।
बट मे बी टॉप लाइन का मींस एबिटा परसेंटेज में कम डाउन, बट टॉप लाइन मींस ग्रोथ विल बी हायर।
सर तो यदि हम अज्यूम करें, जैसे आपने बताया कि 100 करोड़ से 150 करोड़ हमारी सेल हो जाए और मार्जिन 40 से 30 आ जाए, तो सर हमारा एबिटा तो मोटा माटी फ्लैट ही रह जाएगा, मतलब 40 से 45 चला
नहीं
जाएगा।
आएगा सर, इतना नहीं आएगा सर, इतना नहीं आएगा।
गाइड उतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं आता है, जैसे स्टील स्कैफोल्डिंग में भी मतलब वॉल्यूम एक्सपेक्टेशंस वगैरह हमारी बहुत ज्यादा है। मींस गाइडेंस आल्सो वी आर गिविंग वेरी कंजर्वेटिव guidance. Our internal targets are much bigger.
अंडरस्टूड सर। और सर आप क्या क्वांटिफाई कर पाएंगे कि सर इस साल क्या कैपेक्स रहेगा और नेक्स्ट ईयर क्या कैपेक्स रहेगा टोटल?
Sir, capex means even in investment in inventory.
नो
That
सर, वो तो
rental assets,
कैपिटल, जो 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 नया प्लांट मशीनरी फिक्स्ड एसेट इन्वेस्टमेंट।
fixed asset investment. Sir, this year, no, I'm just including the even rental assets. So approximately 130 crores रहेगा सर इस साल। नेक्स्ट ईयर का अभी एग्जैक्टली शेप अप कम कैसे लेते हैं, वो हम थोड़ा सा उसको तभी प्लान करते हैं, उसी तरीके से फंडिंग प्लान की जाती है सर।
सर तो 130 करोड़ अगर यदि हमको इस साल चाहिए, तो सर हमारे पास तो लगभग 40-45 करोड़ का कैश पड़ा है, तो मतलब वील गो इनटू डेट।
सर डेट एंड प्लस अर्निंग्स,
every year.
हमें सर वो इस बार भी तो 30-40 करोड़ की पैट आएगी।
सर देखिए, अभी तो हमारे पास लगभग नेट कैश लगभग 4-5 करोड़ है, तो मतलब वी आर डेट फ्री, डेट माइनस कैश। तो बट गोइंग फॉरवर्ड वील हैव अ नेट डेट।
Yeah, debts will increase, sir. Business जिस स्पीड से ग्रो करना सोच रहे हैं, debts will increase.
So one time spurt, definitely that will take some of the part, but in 3 years we usually retire the debts. We are not.
सर ये सर इसमें रिसीवेबल का क्या रिस्क है, बैड डेट का, कि हमको पैसा नहीं मिले टाइम से या फिर मिले ही ना?
हम लोग पिछले मतलब 6 साल में इफ यू सी आवर बैड डेब्ट्स आर लेस देन 2% कंपेयर टू एनी इंडस्ट्री, रेंटल इंडस्ट्री और इंडस्ट्री स्टैंडर्ड्स. We have a team of about 10 to 12 people only for receivable, because we are working with nearly 2,500 different clients. We are having a strong collection team, and with the 20-year experience, we are very we cover our risk by with the unknown customers. You can say credit we give only to the large known clients.
सर तो क्या कोई एडवांस लेते हैं हम कस्टमर
हाँ
से?
जी,
ये
कस्टमर से नॉर्मली हम लोग 1 मंथ से लेके 3 मंथ तक के रेंटल एडवांस ले लेते हैं, और एक चेक भी सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट की तरह लेके रख लेते हैं, विच इज नॉट डिपॉजिटेड बट इन केस ऑफ सेफ्टी.
सर हमारे रिसीवेबल हेड भी हमारी फैमिली मेंबर ही है, जो हम रिसीवेबल का हेड जो लिया हुआ है. बेसिकली दिस बिजनेस, ऑल बिजनेस वी आर गवर्निंग बाय आवर फैमिली, एंड रिसीवेबल हेड इज our family member. So we are very much particular about, because we know that we are doing rental business and it's really tough to hard to collect the cash. Our family member play a very active role in collecting the money.
सर और ये जो फॉर्मवर्क है वो भी रेंटल है या फिर वो आउटराइट सेल होगा?
मतलब फॉर्मवर्क रेंटल इज नॉट अ वेरी पॉपुलर, ओनली 1 or 2 players are currently renting it out. Because our focus is from beginning on rental, we'll be exploring the possibility of rental in Pomberg also.
ओके सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next question is from the line of Mr. Siddhant from Sanchi Fund.
My questions got answered. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next question is from Mr. Mahesh Atal, individual investor.
सर मैं प्रीवियस पार्टिसिपेंट ने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था और जो आपने रिप्लाई दिया है
हाँ जी,
कि आप कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को आप ये स्कैफोल्डिंग्स देते हो,
हाँ जी,
तो व्हाट इज द रीजन? मतलब मुझे एक बात बताइए कि जब आप बोल रहे हो कि 30% मार्जिन है, 66% मार्जिन है आपको
हाँ
आपके
जी,
इंडिविजुअल बिजनेसेस में,
हाँ जी.
कॉन्ट्रैक्टर क्यों अपना स्कैफोल्डिंग लेके नहीं लेगा और वो ही विल स्टार्ट हिज ओन
मैंने
वे?
उसका जवाब दिया था सर. मतलब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के रेंट पे लेने के अपने 3-4-5 रीजन है सर. एक तो उसने कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने परचेज किया बॉम्बे में, उसका अगला प्रोजेक्ट आया चेन्नई में, तो जितने का वो भाड़ा नहीं चुकाएगा उससे ज्यादा बॉम्बे से चेन्नई शिफ्ट करने में उसको कॉस्ट आ जाएगा. दूसरा है कि अगर समझो कोई प्रोजेक्ट ही नहीं आया तो ये स्कैफोल्डिंग को स्टोर कहाँ पे करेगा. तीसरा रीजन है कैपेक्स. उनके पास, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के पास पैसे की छूट ही नहीं होती है कि ये असेट परचेज करके काम करें. चौथा रीजन है उनको प्रोजेक्ट वाइज जब प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी मतलब कैलकुलेट करते हैं, ये रेंटल को सीधा वो लोग कॉस्ट में बिल्ट इन करके प्रॉफिट प्रोजेक्ट वाइज प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. बट जब परचेज करते हैं तो उसको स्कैफोल्डिंग का पोर्शन को मतलब कैसे शेयर करना वो उनको समझ में, मतलब दे फील दैट रेंटिंग में मॉडल में उसको प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट, एज आई टोल्ड यू, अगर 1 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट है तो स्कैफोल्डिंग उसमें खाली मतलब 50,000 रुपए की, लाख रुपए की स्कैफोल्डिंग लगती है. तो ओवरऑल उनका प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट का बहुत नेग्लिजिबल पोर्शन स्कैफोल्डिंग होता है, तो उस पर नहीं दिमाग लगा के दे प्रीफर टू गोइंग फॉर रेंटिंग.
ओके एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चन वुड बी सर, ये जो एल्यूमिनियम फ्रेमवर्क की आप जो बात कर रहे थे,
हाँ जी।
इसमें बेसिक मार्जिन्स, मतलब आप अगर क्वांटी आपने कुछ वर्किंग किया होगा तो मार्जिन्स किस लेवल के होते हैं सर? जैसे
मतलब sales we are anticipating about 15% gross margin. Maybe in the first year, because we are new, we may have to cut down a little and go for 10%. But in long run, we are confident that 15% gross margins we should be able to achieve.
ओके, थर्ड मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये रहेगा सर कि
हाँ जी।
अभी आपने बोला कि यू आर वर्किंग लाइक टायरलेसली 24 आवर्स, योर फैक्ट्री इज लाइक रनिंग एट अ हायर बैंड. सो आई फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड सर कि आप, why don't you take aluminum scaffoldings from someone else, buy that and then put it on rent?
सर आई टोल्ड यू 30% तो सेल्स मार्जिन है। मैं 100 रुपए में अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट आता है, मैं 130 रुपए में बेचूंगा और उसके बाद में उसको मतलब मैं 130 रुपए में दूसरे से क्यों खरीदूं सर?
नहीं, बट वाई डोंट यू पुट इट ऑन रेंट? क्योंकि 1.5 साल में तो आपकी रिकवरी हो जाएगी
जितना
रेंट पे देने से.
सर, ये रेंट ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि आप 500 करोड़ का माल मैं रेंट पे लगा सकता हूँ। मार्केट मतलब डिमांड सप्लाई और देयर आर अदर प्लेयर्स इन द मार्केट। आई कैन नॉट हैव 100% ऑफ द मार्केट शेयर।
So what you are trying to say is that now even if I get additional capacity, I won't be able to put
We are
that.
expanding the capacity as per the demand. It's no other reason that why we are not expanding. Only means because of the demand reason we have focused कि steel में demand ज़्यादा है, so we decided to expand the steel manufacturing on priority.
जस्ट वांटेड टू कंफर्म सर, स्टील का मार्जिन रेंटल में ज्यादा होता है और एल्यूमिनियम का कम होता है या उल्टा है मतलब?
नहीं, मोर और लेस ROI स्टील में कम होगा, बट लॉन्ग टर्म में आप देखोगे तो बिकॉज आई एक्सप्लेन दैट द इकोनॉमिक लाइफ ऑफ स्टील स्कैफोल्डिंग इज मच लॉन्गर। उसमें एक तो लोहे में डैमेज भी नहीं होता है। अल्युमिनियम में मतलब मटेरियल डैमेज होने के प्रोबेबिलिटी ज्यादा होती है। तो एज सच इन लॉन्ग रन इफ यू सी ओवर पीरियड ऑफ 4 years 5 years, इफ यू कैलकुलेट 1 करोड़ मैंने लोहे के स्कैफोल्डिंग में लगाया और 1 करोड़ अल्युमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग में लगाया, द यील्ड वुड बी मोर और लेस सेम।
ओके सर, ऑल राइट, थैंक यू फॉर आंसरिंग द क्वेश्चंस.
Next question is from the line of Shalin Tanna, individual investor.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir. So my first question is that going forward, what is our long-term vision of the company? Like, let's say next 4 to 5 years in terms of revenue mix and the percentage of market share that we are going to capture?
सर एज सच इतना लंबा विजन लेके चलना इज जस्ट थोड़ा मुश्किल है, बट वी आर ट्राइंग टू ग्रो इन 50 to 70% CAGR.
For the next 4 to 5 years, sir?
Already we have added new product like homework this year. Maybe few more products will come in years to come.
We are not in a position to tell you right away exactly the product mix.
Demand and cycle.
It's all upon the demand. What kind of new products are coming? We are having some. We are in the process of having a big tie-ups with some of the companies, and we are in the process.
We are exploring many possibilities.
Many possibilities. So, sir, taking a really vision of 5 years is really tough. As far as number is saying, whatever I'll say is going to be just a mere story. There is no full plan.
We have been growing at a very good CAGR from the last 6 years, and
50% definitely CAGR we will achieve.
More, the same this thing we are expecting for future.
Okay, sir. And sir, I wanted to understand that how is the market behaving? Like, is it shifting from unorganized to organized sector? Are they
Yes,
trusting more
Yes,
to
yeah.
the already legacy players, or
As a
they are
customer,
finding cheap products?
as a customer, the rental rates or the sale product selling rates are more or less the same. With the organized player, the customer has more confidence. They prefer on a long run if they buy a material and they need some spares for those scaffolding, on a later date, maybe the unorganized player won't be able to supply. Many type of risks are there. A brand value is there. Definitely we will be having a advantage of um, organized player.
Basically, in our organization, it's safety is more preferred, and even the most companies now, foreign companies also very big way they are coming. They are making big data centers, just like Micron and uh, Google, Adani. So they are more safety centric and must they want to place an order for the more organized players rather than unorganized players. So it's going to be very, and they also want a one-stop solution one-stop solution to for various needs, and we we are going to provide the one-stop solution.
We are very positive on the India growth story for the next 5 or 10 years. So we don't see any negativism. We have been performing over our expectations from the last 6 years, and now that we have some financial strength also after the IPO, we expect to reach much bigger heights.
So we are taking this IPO as a financial strength. We are taking as a multi-fold strength. Basically, it's give us the lot of weightage on the organized sector platform and money as well as the reputation, which Msafe is carrying in the eyes of the all the big parties. Where you name it, we have it.
Great, sir. My next question is that why do we have high employee attrition rate of above 50% in the company? Why are we not able to retain employees in the company? Any specific
Sir,
reasons for that?
We have several people who are with us from the date of joining, starting MSAFE. Very recently, to 10 of our employees, on completion of 5 years, we gave one motorcycle each, about 11 employees we gave. And
so attrition, why you are calculating so long high attrition is just because we have also we don't have any contractor in between. All the laborers in the factory are also on my
part of the payroll.
So there at factory level it's a very high attrition, but at administrative level or selling cycle we don't have attrition much. I'm not saying people are not doing. But not
the overall attrition rate is high because the labor is also
involved.
Okay, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Sudarshanji?
The next question is from the line of, I think there is one individual investor. Okay. Next question is from Mr. Gaurav, individual investor.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Two questions. One in terms of the sales that was done last year, 103 crore. Could you give a split in terms of what was the sale from the steel sale, steel rental, and similarly for aluminum sale and aluminum rental scaffoldings, please?
Steel means we did a turnover about 5 crores approximately. Maybe about 2.5 crore sale and 2.5 crore rental. Roughly, exact figures I'm not having in hand. Around 2.5 crores rental. That segment we started only last year. We didn't have the required production capacity also. The production capacity slowly increased by the end of the financial year. In aluminium, the balance 90 means substantial around 90 crore was from aluminium. There again, the split was roughly half. Half came from rental and half came from sale.
Thank you. And just following up on that, so in this year, you're expecting the more contribution coming from the steel side rather than aluminum. Is that the right?
Yeah. Aluminum overall aluminum will growth, you can say. From because Steel we did only 5 crores. Probably this year we'll do 25 crore, 30 crore, 40 crore. The growth will be 800%. But in aluminum, we are already doing quite good volume. The growth would be about 20% maybe.
Right. And the formworks would be additional.
That will be a
Of
new,
third is
something
here.
new division.
That will be additional.
Right. And just my last question in terms of the debt plan. So you've got close to 38 CR on the books right now. So what's the plan? Do you plan to increase the debt, or how are you looking in near future?
This year, as I told you that we are planning huge rentals from steel scaffolding. So probably every month I would require about 4 to 5 crore rupees worth of assets to put it on rent.
So our model is very capital intensive, and wherever we need a rent, we have first buy the product. And so it's definitely every day we can't go into the market, capital market, but we have to resort to the bank, and we are very gung-ho about our own profits, internal accruals. I think it's very well we can manage it.
Okay. Thank you. And just last question. In terms of the scrap that you have on your books, when you use a depreciation method for 5 years. So how is that from an accounting treatment perspective done after 5 years? Do you sell that scrap and do you recognize that as a revenue? How do you do that?
It becomes unusable. Means it's not scrap until it's unusable. Maybe on books, the 400 rupees per kg scaffolding has come down to, after writing down, it has come down to 40 rupees. But physically, the value may be 300, 400, 350. Until you sell it, the profit is not booked in the books.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
The next question is from the line of Mr. Ishan Mehta, individual investor.
Hello. Hi, sir. Just one question regarding your guidance for FY27. So you mentioned 50% CAGR from
next
27,
Yeah.
27 and moving forward. So is it safe to assume in the base case we are going to do 150 crore plus of revenue and 35 crore worth of PAT? Is that base case a fair assumption?
So revenue definitely yes. PAT exactly. We don't put us the figure in our mouth. But definitely we will try to achieve, sir. We will try to achieve best possible.
But ये 50% CAGR तो आपके तरफ से ही आ रहा है ना सर?
No, sir, 50% CAGR definitely will do because our vision is much more than that.
हाँ तो मैं अभी अगर बेस केस की ही बात करूँ सर तो 50% CAGR is
we'll try to achieve figures mentioned by.
सर हम उसमें बिलीव करते हैं करके बाद दिखाने के बाद
करके 6 साल से करके ही दिखा रहे हैं सर.
So थोड़ा हाई लेवल पे मार्जिन गाइडेंस दे दीजिए तो अच्छा रहेगा.
Yes, sir. I think I don't know. I need to consult whether we are allowed to disclose such figures.
Okay, so 35 crores भी अभी मुश्किल लग रहा है.
मतलब मैं कुछ भी
मुश्किल नहीं लग रहा सर.
I have to check with my
मुश्किल नहीं लग रहा.
compliance team whether such numbers we are allowed to
share.
Whether it is 30 lakh, 30 crore, 20 crore, or 40 crore, any such numbers are we allowed to? I don't think we are allowed to.
Okay. So it's going to be good. Yeah. That's the only thing we can say it.
Okay, thank you.
आपकी आशाओं से नीचे नहीं आएंगे.
ठीक है, thank you sir. Congrats on a good set of numbers.
Right, sir.
So the next question is from the line of Mr. Nishant Gupta from Minerva Capital.
Sir, two questions from my side. Hope I'm audible. Sir, one is what is the gross margin number you shared? Actually, I missed the numbers on the steel scaffolding and the aluminum scaffolding. On the sales side, what is the gross margin number?
सोमवीर थोड़ा बताएगा. सोमवीर, are you online?
Yes, sir.
तो सेल्स के केस में ग्रोस मार्जिन अपना पैट मार्जिन आ रहा है आपका 20% है और रेंटल के केस में 38% है. और EBITDA
सर, हाँ, ये आप ग्रॉस मार्जिन बता रहे हैं सर 20% स्टील में सेल्स का?
नहीं, ये इंक्लूडिंग एल्यूमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग एंड सेल एमएस स्कैफोल्डिंग और था
नहीं नहीं
सेल्स।
सर, मैं सेपरेटली पूछ रहा हूँ, स्टील और एल्यूमिनियम स्कैफोल्डिंग में ग्रॉस मार्जिन कितना है सेल्स के धंधे में?
मैंने बताया ना सर, रफली अराउंड 5 to 6% ग्रॉस मार्जिन होगा सर स्टील में, अल्युमिनियम में इट इज अबाउट 30% प्लस।
गॉट इट सर, गॉट इट सर। एक जो कंसर्न है, आई थिंक ये सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स का है, मेरा भी है, मैं वापस आइटरेट करता हूँ एक बार। सो आपकी टॉप लाइन तो ग्रो कर जाएगी 50% से, उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है, वो दिख भी रहा है, मतलब इंडस्ट्री में हम लोग भी निकलते हैं बाहर तो हमें स्केप होल्डिंग दिखता है अब, मतलब। तो द प्रॉब्लम इज कि दो तीन चीजें हो रही हैं। एक आपका, आप जो सेगमेंट्स ऐड कर रहे हैं वो लो मार्जिन है, चलिए उससे ब्लेंडेड मार्जिन आपका एबिटा तक पहुंचते पहुंचते थोड़ा कम हुआ। तो सेकंड इशू जो आएगा सर, आपका डेट बढ़ेगा तो फाइनेंस कॉस्ट बढ़ेगा, और आपका नियर टर्म में डिप्रिसिएशन भी बढ़ेगा क्योंकि आप केपेक्स कर रहे हैं। तो सर, मतलब मेरे को पता है लाइक आप गाइडेंस नहीं शेयर करना चाहते पैट मार्जिन का, बट सर ऐसा सिचुएशन, हाँ
मतलब एक सही पूछेंगे तो टॉप लाइन व्हाट वी हैव इंडिकेटेड, आवर इंटरनल एक्सपेक्टेशंस आर मच मोर देन दैट, so we won't let you down on the bottom line as well. मतलब if there is a hit on the margins, will compensate with the top line. So as far as that part is concerned, we might or might not be taking this such kind of debt, which we currently we envisage. But we will compensate with the internal accruals, and depreciation is concerned. Yeah, definitely, if the assets are increasing, depreciation is going to increase. But that will, even in the current moment, depreciation is also there. So the similar way, if the volume of business increase होगा तो थोड़ा बहुत revenue बढ़ेगा, तो depreciation भी absorb हो ही जाएगा.
ठीक है सर, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Okay, so uh, another question is from Mr. Ashwini Agarwal. Okay, Mr. Keshav, yeah, please, sir.
सर पहले तो मैं माफी चाहूंगा, मैं थोड़ा लेट ज्वाइन किया था, तो अगर कोई क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो तो आप उसका क्विकली आंसर दे दीजिएगा। ये जो सर अपना जो रेंटल शेयर है, हेलो, अब आवाज आ रही है आपको?
हाँ, अब आई है सर।
हाँ, जो अपना रेंटल शेयर है सर, वो 63% से 43% हुआ है पिछले 3-4 सालों में, और 26 में काफी पिछले साल से कम हुआ है। हालांकि उसका एक रीजन मैं समझता हूँ कि सेल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स ज्यादा फास्ट पेस से बढ़ा, इसीलिए वो कम हुआ है। लेकिन अपन एक स्टेडी स्टेट पे अगले 2-3 सालों के लिए क्या परसेंटेज मानते हैं कि रेंटल शेयर पूरी टॉप लाइन का कितना परसेंट रहेगा, और जो सेल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स है वो कितना परसेंट रहेगा?
मतलब मतलब इन करंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर, बिकॉज मीन्स थोड़ा सेल का कंट्रीब्यूशन, जैसे फोमबक आएगा, दैट विल बी मोर ऑफ अ सेल। ओवरऑल 40-60, probably around 40% rental, 60% sale is what we are expecting.
60% सेल मतलब बेसिकली जो लास्ट ईयर था उसके आसपास की ही रेशियोज अपन
थोड़ा बहुत, there may be a small reduction, more or less around the same.
और सर ये जो अपन फॉर्मवर्क कैपेसिटी 500 टन का अपन ने लॉन्च किया है क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी में, ये भी, इसमें भी सेल और रेंटल, अपन इनिशियली सेल ज्यादा रहेगा और फिर रेंटल आएगा, इसको अपन
ये मार्केट नहीं है, तो we are trying market, and in formwork rental concept is not very popular. Only 1 or 2 companies are already doing rental, but maybe there are not too many people offering rental. That's why the rental market didn't grow. वो हम लोग when we start offering, at that time only we'll be able to predict. But definitely here also around at least 30% of the revenue we are expecting from rental.
ओके ओके। एक सर एक नंबर्स पे थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे इस साल अपने को 2.87 करोड़ का अपन ने लॉस दिखाया फिक्स्ड एसेट्स में, जो शायद 5 पॉइंट कुछ करोड़ के एसेट्स थे वो अपन ने 2.3 करोड़ में बेचे। ये क्या एसेट्स थे, इसमें इतना लॉस का क्या रीजन है, और ये आगे इसको अपन कैसे देखते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा बता सकते हैं?
कॉम्बेर कॉम्बेर
एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना सर, जो अपना एसेट्स जो स्क्रैप ऑफ होता है, जो डैमेज अपना जो साइड से लॉस्ट हो गया होती है, वो वाला है जो एसेट्स को स्क्रैप ऑफ करते हैं, जो after 5 years it's not feasible to ongoing rent, that's why we will scrap off.
तो ये अपन एंटिसिपेट करें कि हर साल ये 2-3 करोड़ का लॉस या इसके आसपास की फिगर्स का लॉस अपने को रहेगा ही?
तो ये रहेगा सर, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ बिजनेस।
एवरी ईयर रहेगा सर, पार्ट ऑफ बिजनेस रहे।
गॉट इट, गॉट। और ये जैसे इस बार अपने इन्वेंट्री डेज भी बढ़ के 80 डेज के आसपास हो गए थे, इन्वेंट्री अपनी 24 करोड़ के आसपास हो गई थी, तो ये भी अपन माने कि सेल्स का मतलब 25-30-40% इन्वेंट्री अपने को दिखेगा ही हमेशा, बिकॉज रेंटल अपन बढ़ाना चाहते हैं तो?
नहीं, that is the assets and inventory is increased due to various reasons. One is we have increased the yards this year. We have increased 4 yards and there are major expansion in 3 yards. So we approximately 7 new yards have come up, and there is a 30% price increase at the year end just because of the war. So it's also price are moved up because our buying cost is moved up. So that's why one is and we are also little bit keeping the more inventory just because of the war threat, whether we will be able to get the material on time or not.
As a precaution,
We did it. But fortunately we didn't get any dent on the supply part.
But it was compensated by the price increase.
But price increase is definitely there. So that's why the entire inventory is looking at the higher side. But it will be sub down with the passage of time.
सर इस साल और कितने अप्रोक्सीमेटली यार्ड्स खोलने का प्लान है? और
Every year normally 4 to 5 yards हम लोग ऐड करते हैं सर। मतलब this year immediate very soon we are planning for Surat. Like we have 1 yard in Bombay, 1 in Ahmedabad. In between somewhere at Surat or Bharuch we are planning to open one. One we are planning in Cochin. At present we are catering Kerala from Coimbatore, but maybe Cochin or Trivandrum we are planning to put 1 yard. Like that every year we identify 5 high demand locations and keep adding. Goa very soon will be adding.
Okay, sir. Those were my questions. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll take the last question due to constraint of the time. So the last question is from Mr. Prashant Somani from Earth Sanchaya Fund.
हेलो सर, गुड आफ्टरनून। मैं ये पूछ रहा था सर, एक अपना इंडस्ट्रियल सेफ्टी गियर में भी एक लाइन ऐड करने का प्लान था, जैसे जो फुटवेयर
Currently we have just deferred it for few time, maybe 3 months or 4 months. After that we will add it this thing, because currently we have many things in our hand. So just doing that, and we are just deferring it for 3 months.
वो इंडस्ट्रियल सेफ्टी प्रोडक्ट्स का ट्रेडिंग डिवीजन खोलने का हमारा प्लान था, because we are working with nearly 2,500 customers at nearly 2,500 different sites. So taking leverage of that was the main reason, but because of other priorities we have deferred it for a few months.
तो अगर 3 महीने बाद भी स्टार्ट करते हैं तो जैसे वो क्या टाइप का टॉप लाइन और बॉटम लाइन क्रिएट?
मतलब near future we won't be doing any manufacturing of those products. It will be pure trading.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Then we'll discuss it later again.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining the call. I thank all the management team for giving us the opportunity. Investors, please, participants, please note, if they have any further queries, they can reach out to via email through moonwalkventuresinfo@gmail.com, and they can also text us on the number given. Thank you everyone for joining the call. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.